guys, welcome to a brand new video session with us, and I have my friend with me again,
Mama Rasal.
Yes, so today we're going to be talking about something really interesting. We're going to talk about misconceptions about Christians. And if you're a Christian or a non-Christian, it does not matter, we would love to hear from you. So be sure to comment in the comment section. We'd really love to hear from you. So here we go. This is completely off the pages. This is not scripted. We're just going to talk
random.
Yes, and ask each other questions and see where this goes. So here we go. Yes, Mama Raso, tell us.
Christians are not supposed to sin. Because they are saved, they are born again, and they are good people, so they are not supposed to be sin. They are not supposed to sin.
That's not possible. That's humanly impossible. No, nobody is perfect, and I think that misconception comes from people not understanding what exactly Christianity is. Christianity is man needing redemption, of man needing saving. If I was drowning and you were to be the one to save me, it means I was not in a position to save myself. That's why I needed you. It does not mean that I'll never drown again, or I'll not be stupid enough to go near water before learning to swim again. But that's what Christianity is about. It's God trying to deliver mankind from the sinful nature that they had. But the truth is, we will still slip up. That is the truth. I still lie. I still do things that are messed up. But the beauty is that first and foremost, we are no longer alone. And secondly, we now have relationship with God in that He is our Father and we are His children. So I think that's a major misconception.
It's a major one because let me say you are a Christian. And you already accept the aspect of Christianity in this sense. You can stand and say, I'm born again. You can testify the goodness of Christ. So tomorrow I see you doing something that is sinful, then I'll be like, okay, if AC, who is a Christian, born again, and is doing this, so how about us people of the world? So they're just pretending to be Christians. They're not really Christians.
It's a huge deal. It's a huge question that is normally asked. And the truth is this: Christian means followers of Christ. But imagine there will be no other Jesus Christ. He was one of a kind. And true, we are born of His nature when we are born again. But it does not mean that you will always overcome every temptation. It does not mean that you will always make the best decision when you're presented with the opportunity to choose. Unfortunately, we would like to say that now it's going to be a smooth ride. And unfortunately, I think it's people's expectations that normally sometimes pull us down. And the truth is, I'm not called to live up to any man or woman's expectations, really. I try my best based on what I've read in the Word of God. I try my best based on what I see Jesus doing. But I can never live fully to meet the standards of people. And so I guess for Christians, let's learn to be, to have mercy on one another. Because the truth is, none of us is perfect.
We don't judge each other.
Exactly. And for those who are not born again, the truth is, it's not hypocritical to fall. A baby isn't pretending that they can't walk yet when they fall down. And it's the truth with us, And even grown-ups fall down. And it's not because they don't know how to walk, it's just they tripped. And so that happens. So I guess that you can afford us the grace, or if not, just understand that nobody is perfect.
Another misconception, this is a big one. Christians are pretenders. Or there's a word that people always use. Let me just try to translate it directly from mother tongue. They are hiding in the umbrella of Christ, so of the church. But the real sense, they are pretenders. As if
it moves clothing. Well, I guess pretension is basically somebody's own choice. Anybody can pretend. This is a Christian and a non-Christian. It does not make it okay, but it is not something exclusive or limited to Christians. Now then again, under the church, it's true there are people who use church as a sort of covering. There are people who will be there so that they are considered pious or religious, when in reality they don't even know the Jesus that is being preached in church. It's possible. But that's why the Bible tells us that we will know people by their fruit. And because what God does in us when we get born again is that He gives us a new nature. And this new nature will produce fruit that looks like that nature. A mango tree will only produce mangoes. It will not give you bananas. You know? Can the tree maybe be slow to produce fruit? Yes. Can the tree perhaps be diseased in that it's not giving, healthy fruit? Yes. But it does not make the tree any less a mango tree or the fruit any less a mango fruit. And so that is now how we can judge. We judge them by the Word of God, because the Word of God shows us the standard, and it shows us what this new creation should look like. And really, I think to label the entire Christian body as pretentious is in itself pretentious, because you cannot generalize almost 1 billion people under one name. That would be very unfair. Yes,
I think I totally agree with you on that one. I'm not going to add anything. I'm just going to throw another one at you. So the third misconception that is so much among Christians is all Christians go to church. Non-Christians don't go to church. So one thing that makes me a Christian is the fact that I go to church. Or I am identified with a particular church.
Well, you've probably had this phrase before, that sitting in a garage doesn't make me a car, right?
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of that one?
No.
But basically, I could be in a garage and I'm not a car. So basically, not everybody in church is Christian. And unfortunately, there are Christians also who do not like to congregate with other Christians for various reasons. Some perhaps have been offended or hurt by people in the church. And for some, probably are even sick and are unable to come. But there are many reasons why people come.
Some relocated are still looking for church.
Exactly. Because you might be so tied also to your denomination. Imagining going to a brand new denomination, you're like, what? How? So there are different reasons why people go to church or fail to go to church. But it is also wrong to assume that everybody in church is a Christian. Some people come there to seek. Some people come there because their parents forced them to come. Some people come there for various reasons, really. So, but it's actually a place that's open to everyone. That is why you can find people who are not Christians.
Everyone can go
there. Yes. So
and nobody will remove you. By the way, in church, once you enter, you enter.
Yeah. So actually, if you find a place where you're being sent away because maybe you've not professed Christ, it's not scriptural. It's not based on the Word of God. And because anyone can come in. If you look at Jesus' example, he was always hanging out with sinners. So that is sort of the same spirit that we should carry.
I also think some people go to church just for various reasons, the one that you said. Some people go to church when they want to get married. So maybe they need a church girl. Or maybe a lady need a man who goes to church. So they go to church during that period that they want to marry. Then some people go to church because it's like part of their lifestyle. They were raised going to church, and now as an adult they feel like it's something that you're supposed to do. The same way you have to eat. So they just feel they have to take their bodies to church. Then some people, they have some things they're struggling with, and they are looking for a place where they can get help with these things that they are struggling with. And some people are true Christians who go to church for spiritual growth. So if you judge that all people go to church are Christians, then that will mean you start judging even the people when they do something. You start judging them from the fact that they are going to church. And the Bible says we are not supposed to judge each other. It is God who is supposed to judge a person. Even fellow Christians are not supposed to judge each other. If I see you doing something wrong, my duty as per the Bible is just to sit with you down and tell you.
Yeah.
I think this path that you are following, it's not the right path. Then it is you to make the choice. Yes. But it is not upon me to start judging you. But nowadays you are walking in a way that I don't. After all, Christ came for sinners, not people who are righteous. Perfect. Because people are righteous, they don't need a savior. Yeah. If you are okay, you are not sick, you don't need a doctor. Yeah. So Christ came for sinners like me and you, and probably the person who is watching us today. Yeah, and also from a cultural perspective, people also go to church because they need somebody to bury them. In our African culture, there's no undertaker who's just going to bury you. You need some sort of official thing. So if you're not affiliated with a church, it becomes such a huge deal because, like, who will bury you? So sometimes we even need to beg. Relatives will have to beg their pastors to come and do the ceremony, the night vigil, and the funeral day, the program. So some people just try and at least let me register here, let me be seen from time to time. So at least I give also something so that they know I'm active. So if I die or my member died, they will come. So that's also another reason.
Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see you next time. Keep the conversation going in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And bye-bye.